Alright, welcome back. I've installed the widescreen fix and also the restored content mod, which restores quite a lot of the content, but apparently has some of its own issues. Recommendation, if you're gonna use a content mod, do so before you start the playthrough, or else you'll have the same problems that I do right now. Specifically with the Sith Trooper armor quest. Anyway, Carth is bothered about something.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Gotta discuss something with you, because obviously something's bothering you.
You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
I'd like to know now if we have a problem.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
Why are you so hostile?
You haven't done anything yet, but there's no guarantee that you won't do anything in the future. I've been betrayed before by people, and it won't happen again.
Of course it won't happen again if you never trust anyone.
Look, I'm not trying to insult you. This is just the way I am. No need to take it personally.
I'm beginning to wonder if you're even capable of trusting anyone.
Well, you can stop wondering. I'm not.
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
Talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
All right, Karth. All right. Now, here comes the fun bit. So, the content mod that I'm using fixes the Sith Trooper armor quest in the way it was supposed to be. The problem is that I kinda did the quest already and I only have one Sith armor. So what does that mean? Well, it means I need to leave Carth back, come back get him once the door is open, and get down there. Anyway, I'm gonna buy some shields off this guy, by the way. Let's see. I do have enough credits, yes, for my... I finished the Pazak game, so that's gonna play some role. And I don't think the mines are, by the way, worth it all that much, though getting a battle stimulant is absolutely worth it. Maybe some parts. How many parts do I have? Well, I have a lot, so don't need to actually spend my credits on that. Not right now, at any rate. So, enjoy the trek that is going to the Sith base, opening the way without Carth, and, yep. And then having to come back in here to get him. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the armor on me, the Sith armor. It's not really all that good, to be honest, though. I mean, it does give you more defensive, you have a lot of agility, I suppose, but... or dexterity, my bad. Agility. Thinking of the wrong game here for a second. There should be a way to fast travel. Shouldn't there? At any rate, I am a Sith Trooper. So, I am just gonna go north, open the way, go back, get Carth, and then be done with it, I think. I don't particularly fancy dealing with the lower city-ish situation without him, without Carth. I mean, I could, certainly. And I think there's actually even a place where you can... Or is there? That's hard to know. Anyway, it's gonna take a while, regardless, to get my hands on some people. Squad members, that is. So anyway, just go here, talk with the guy, open the door, and it will all be good.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
What, mate? Hello? What the fuck am I wearing exactly? Clearly there's a bug somewhere around here. Because of the mod, because of whatever. I don't know. It's hard to say, regardless. So the door is open, I go back and get Carth. I do have a save point there. Yeah, it's a bit bugged. But that's because I already have a... I don't want to reload the first save and just have to go through all of that again, including the Pazak games. It would be fairly frustrating to deal with that. So anyway... Go back there, get Carth, get back in here. And should be good.
Is there anything more boring than being out on patrol? Oh, I guess I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, you shouldn't, Trooper. Malak would not be pleased. To be fair, if you're on patrol, you're typically watching out for shit that might happen. Especially if you're on patrol and people are missing that you should keep an eye out for. Though, they don't know who they're looking for, so... Alright. Good guy Carth. What can I say? Good guy... Paranoid as hell, Carth. I understand why people dislike him. I don't dislike him, but I understand why people dislike him. The whole paranoia aspect about it, it's just... I know, Bastila and Carth can be very fucking annoying as characters. Compare that to Anton and Kreia. Just a bit of a difference, really. I mean, if it's necessary, I'll go back into the lower city myself, so... On my own. I do have that save point just before going in, so should be fine. The moment of truth. What do you want, Carth?
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
No, I don't want to argue with you.
And I don't want to argue with you either. I mean, you seem sincere enough, I guess. I just don't trust easily. And for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Carth, so it has plenty to do with me.
Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
They turned to the dark side, obviously. Why is it so personal?
Of course the Jedi turned to the dark side. There were others, however, who weren't Jedi. Good men, trusted men, who joined them. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
You say that with such hatred.
I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Is there anything more boring than being out on patrol? Oh, I guess I should...
That might have just fucked everything up for me. Oh yes, Carth. Let's enjoy the dialogue reels with Carth that fuck up my quest. and prevent me from going down there. Who wants to bet it just screwed up?
This elevator is off. It's obvious. I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the tourist board. Now just move along, unless you have the problem. This elevator is off. It's.
Yes, what's...
That's because I talked with him, isn't it? Yes.
This elevator is...
Okay, fuck this shit.
This elevator is...
It's really because of...
This elevator...
Well, thanks, Carth. You certainly helped me a lot in this respect. It's really useful having you around, I can tell you that for a fact. And I sure enjoy dealing with all your bloody personal drama. It's fun, it really is. So, what do I do? Well, I suppose I have no choice but to go back again, open the way again. This is fun. Oh yeah. So much joyous fun. What an experience.
Is there anything more boring than being out on patrol? Oh, I guess I shouldn't.
And I'm 100% certain that the reason this is all happening is because there's fucking dialogue triggering when it shouldn't fucking trigger. Frustrating? Oh yes. I wouldn't mind dealing with his personal issues, but later.
What?
Sure.
What?
Yes?
All this traipsing around dealing with Carth's personal bloody issues. It's a bit more complicated, of course, than he's letting on, by the way. But then again, it always is. Then again, maybe my opinion on the matter is fuck the Republic. Never seen a good reason to support the Republic. I mean, the Empire has problems, but it's inherently superior as a system over the Republic. Ooh, democracy. Yeah, democracy on a galactic scale doesn't quite work out. You can talk about local democracy, local autonomy if you want to get into specifics. That might work. But on a galactic scale?
This elevator...
Why is he so bugged? This is just like infuriating.
This elevator... elevator is...
You're weird. Wait, let me talk with him.
This elevator is...
Okay, so I do have a situation there which will work. Clearly will work. Now, it is bugged as all hell, truthfully, but should be fine. Eventually. Anyway, for a moment I'm gonna go grab Carth and sort this whole mess out. And hopefully this time around he doesn't get into another conversation with me. I think I've had enough of that shit for a while. I mean, I'd much rather deal with the influence system at this stage. And Knights of the Old Republic too. Oh yes, poor Carth was betrayed by those closest to him. Ooh, boo-hoo. Worst comes to worst, I could just use cheat codes to create another Sith Trooper armor. There's also that option, believe it or not. Because I'm not particularly eager of redoing this whole thing. At any rate, this should be the last walk I get involved in. Alright. Once I'm past here, once I'm closer actually, I'll just equip the Sith Trooper armor. Fuck off!
Yes, what's on your mind? I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you discussed this?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
Sounds familiar.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Carth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think you would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
I do the same thing in your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Oh dear, this is fucking frustrating as all hell. 100 gold that they don't let me in. 100, 1,000, 100,000. How about that one?
This elevator is...
Come on.
No problem. Didn't work.
This elevator...
It's really because of this stupid bloody system. I'm absolutely certain it's because Carth just keeps...
This elevator... This elevator... Move. This elevator is...
Yes, what's... You got it.
This elevator... Move up.
Who must I murder? Oh dear.
Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet.
Let's see here.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka. Run. Pudu.